tidy.
Nice and tidy.
Fix the rattles in your room. Now,
Fix the rattle in your room.
18 inches. Some of you guys have 21 inches. Some of you guys are absolutely nuts, like Scott Newby that's got 8 or 9 18-inch subwoofers in his room.
That is crazy.
But the reality is all of that
18 inches, 9 of them. Bloody hell.
All of that bass oftentimes flexes different things in your room and causes resonances through your room. Now, when you're listening to a movie,
okay.
Vibration, but you don't know what frequency is.
There's the REM. There's the REM.
And a lot of times I know I can.
There's the REM. There she is. Not so wounded as we're led to believe. So much the better.
Is to either use REW. With REW, you can generate test on frequencies. So you can say, okay, play a 50 hertz frequency, and then you can listen.
A little bit more than the just playing the single sine wave, which are gladly whatever happens. I mean, whenever it helps, whenever it helps people, I'm happy to share it. So this youth man, he's talking about rattles. Well, I've been on that case. I think he's been watching my videos. So let's go to where's the REM? Yeah, but I'm not going to use it for a frequency sweep. So I've been there, done that. So let's see. I want to go into sweep. Was it linear, log, linear? I'll do a linear sweep. I've got to change the down here. I've got to set these so they're very close together almost. So I'll just, for argument's sake, type in, say maybe 6. Nah, man, let's go a bit higher than that. Go 90 hertz, alright. Even though I want to go a little bit higher. Now that's gonna sweep. Let's put it on the. Put it on this. Could I leave it on a screen channel? So I've got to go to. Let's set that to. Usually helps when you bang the remote. You know why? Because the friggin' battery's getting low. This bloody thing beats salty. Ridiculous. And that's a bloody remote that. I mean, I like on it, but I'm probably just enough. I don't think there's enough bloody there, but it's got to be enough. I've got your own screen. I can't change it manually on the bloody, change the sound mode. Oh, pain in the ass, isn't it? Pain in the ass. I think the voltage is just generally under voltage, and it's just not enough to send the infrared. Oh, there we go. Okay. stereo mode. Into a magic trick. If it'll do it. Oh, there we go. There's the infrared. Ah, anyway, okay, so now I've got a problem with this bloody thing. Hang on. Always problems. I've got another bigger battery that'll fit in. And it's got a bit of voltage on it. But no reason why I can't still use that one. Okay. So I'm going to put this on a loop. There's a little thing down here, loop. So I'll just tick it. And the duration, so the frequency sweep will go 20 to 90 over a 10-second period. And you can make it a little bit shorter or longer for a really slow or sometimes you could put use the mouse and just manually click through the frequency on the sine wave and just go up 1 hertz at a time in each steps. But sometimes you want to walk around the room and see where things are. Let's put that frequency range back down to let's put that back down there. Okay, so let's mute those. Those are muted now. Okay, let's just run the sweep. And then it's going to repeat and repeat again. I know there's some little things that can be corrected, which I might check with the take the screen down and maybe make some extra modification improvements to the cabinet, the JBL SR 12SR cabinet, because they got JBL 2206 bass drivers, which are better than the JBL G125s, which had a slightly limited excursion level. But even though I managed to get those to go down low, and sometimes it would make a nice vibration down in the somewhere between 25 and 30 hertz, and those and those little JBL 125s weren't really, but I tweaked them and they managed to do it, but they had limitations. So I got some 2206s. Boom, 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 boom. So that's only playing over on that side at the moment. I know what the strengths and weaknesses are on this room and such. Go through the center. I mean, it's okay at that volume level, and then you just take the volume level up, and then up and up and up and up and up. You're going to hear things where it sounds like it's not outputting a lot of bass, which is, it's the same deal with a sub, yeah, where you got to put subs at the front and then another sub at the back, yeah, and that would solve the problem. But you would sometimes get that with even the screen channels, and you can always divert some of the bass through into the sub and put a little blend of maybe one channel or a few, and then you wouldn't even know the difference. You wouldn't know the difference, except that, right, wow, that gap at around about maybe 40 hertz to 50, it's filled in. Yeah, it's not dipping down, it's up, even though it is up, technically it's up, you know. It's just the behaviour of the room. A bigger room would be a lot better, but we don't have those. So yeah, so it just sweeps over and over and over. Mute that. Sounds a bit louder on that side over there. I got the volume turned up on that one. Let's just check the levels. Because obviously over that side is a bit more distant to me, so it figures, you know, it's further away. And when you get nearer to things, they sound like, oh, what's happening? What's going on here? Oh, that's just the way it is, you know. And I can hear the HF horn there, because it's the signal noise on the, which I'm going to get sorted out. It's only a bit of hiss. Sorted. Now I could put the sweep through one of the left centre, right centre channels. Mute that. Turn those on. There's my left centre, right centre turned on. Whoa. Let's just decrease that bass level a bit. All that, the level overall. Or I can put some compression on. I can put some audio compression on it. There. Or I can turn the audio compression off. So I just do that over and over and over and over. The idea is to check for any distortion, resonant, rattle noises. Even though my stage is not perfect, I made a few alterations to tighten it up a little bit. Seems okay. Let's put the other one in. Just wait for that frequency sweeps now. That's on my right centre. I'll put some audio compression on there if I wanted to. Or turn it off, turn it on, turn it off, turn it on. That's okay. And then master fader there, turn it down a bit. And also the crossover, where your crossover is, because sometimes if you got if you want some nice bass that's a bit low down, the other middle bass above 80 hertz might be through to 80, above 80 hertz up to through to 200 to 300 400, you know, and then crossover. You know, sometimes that's a bit more, you know, you kind of might want it eased down the level, so I'll just slot in a filter and drop it down, because there's quite you know, sometimes the screen channels can put sufficient bass that would, you know, be easily in the same league with even with the LFE 0.1, you know, depending on certain effects, you know, maybe say like when that guy in Predator 2 punches that guy with the camera, the TV camera, because he's going around for you know, because he's like he wants to get all the video footage of all the gore and all the, you know, blood and that, And there's a funny scene where the guy gets punched, but there's a bit of a slam that's put in purposely on the LFE.1 or the subwoofer channel for the 70mm release. So boom, you know. But when you turn it off, you get kind of bass mid and a different sound in the center channel of the punch. Or maybe like Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, and you get the indie punch. Flipping heck. Oh yeah, I can definitely remember that with THX. Well, and THX here. Frickin' heck. Bam! It slams. And that tank going off the flipping cliff. Whoa. Crikey. Actually felt like a flipping real thing crashing in the Empire Leicester Square. It actually felt like kind of real earth sounding low. Flipping heck. Damn, did it flipping. God, it hit you in the chest. It would slam in the chest. Or like when the Enterprise blows up and the saucer goes up. Christ almighty. Felt like everything rumbling, and you know, you can feel it all over your body. Feel it. And then when the saucer goes up, it felt like the sound wave coming up from 20 meters away from the screen, and up and then up like that. It made me move my jaw up and slam me in the chest within about a second. It was so quick and fast, and wow. Yeah, it's sort of same thing with here, you know, with the THX sound system, because it's in the kitchen, just like what the Empire. Oh yeah, because when I got I don't sure if I can run those, and let's see. So I'm running all. When you run all 5 of them at the same time, you can check for phasing and see if everything is all the frequency is multiplying rather than having a lot of subtraction, because you want everything to multiply. I mean, I can't really tell which bloody speaker's playing now, because there's all 5 of them playing at a lower level, because it is midnight. A little bit there, but mostly there, and there, and there, and a little bit there because of the way the phi screen works. I mean, it's only sending the stereo signal there, so I'm just plastering. I could put it over on the sounds if I want. I could put it out on every damn speaker in the room. That's okay. That's okay. That's sweet. Ooh. The only thing is, I don't think you could do reverse on this. Trying to think. So you start from 90 Hertz and then sweep backwards. Let's mute the screen channels. Oh yeah, the subs are not on, even though they are. To get the subs on, or to send that signal, I've got to go into the menu. Speakers, manual, go down to bass. Oh, it's set to LFE plus main. Hang on. set that down there. What else? Oh, I did. I forgot to uncheck that one. Like I say, it's a bloody complicated system. There we go. I wasn't running the sub tonight for 4, or last night for 4 versus Ra. I could do that in the daytime. I'm not missing any, you know, it had plenty of bass over the height channels, the screen channels, the surround channels. It had plenty of bass. Not an overloud. It wasn't as, I tell you, I found it quite pleasant to listen to. I mean, it was now you take something like oh gosh, what's that other racing film? James Hunt and Niki Lauda. I think it's called Rush. Yeah, that is just goddamn deafening. You know, that's in DTS HDMA, and I can't fucking switch the an audio compressor on the AVR, so but I can use it on the I can use it here. I'll put some audio compression on, because fucking hell, that film is just unbearable to listen to. It is just bloody deafening. But then that's what race cars are. But really, they didn't have to mix it like that, for Christ's sakes. I mean, oh yeah. I found Ford vs Ferrari. You know, it was calm. It was exciting. I suppose I could put another film on. I think it's Steve McQueen Le Mans. I could try that one. I haven't played that Blu-ray in years. Of course, the vintageness of it, early 70s, so the sound mix, you know, would be what it is. And then you can kind of compare it to something a little bit more modern, and you kind of like appreciate the differences of how sound technology recording's gone over the years. Because they'll still be messing around with it in more years to time, and then you look back on something that's, you know. So what do we need? More dynamic range, or more, because you can't have more frequency response. There's no point. I mean, the system does either 5 to, or a little bit below that, up to 20,000. You don't need to go any higher than that, because you can't hear those frequencies. And even if you could, they're going to be so tiny, so narrow. I mean, it's only to entertain dogs, cats and bats. Yeah, what subs I've got playing here? I think that's my JBL 4645 C and 4645 over there, and that's the TCB subs. So the big sub right behind that screen, JBL TCB. Right down there. monster sub. Yeah, and the clutter, and the other one back here. That was a real pain in the arse to get that back here, because I had to take the other one from behind the screen, because they were stood up vertical upright, and so I put them back on a horizontal. That was a real pain in the ass, because I had to take the seats out just to get it back here. But well worth it. I should have did it the first time round. And that's just clutter. That's more stuff that's got to be rigged up, you know. 156 speakers, crikey. Yeah, but that's okay. But the only pain in the arse is with the TCBs. In this setup, that is, if I had to replace a driver due to it getting damaged or such, yeah, it's a big deal, because I've got to take the screen out, I've got to remove the screen. Yeah, I've got to move the TV out of the way, the OLED out of the way, and then get the screen round, and then pull the sub out, and then undo the panels that each chamber where the JBL bass driver is fitted, and especially that back one there. Oh crikey, that's like got to undo the seats. So I don't really, I keep them operating within a level where it's satisfactory bass and for the size of the room. And it shakes, it vibrates. They can go very loud, but they don't need to. But the 18s, they'd be easy to take out. They'd be easy to replace. If that has. But no, I've not lost an 18. Still got that one over there. Still had it quite a long time now. Pain in the arse to take the bass ones out behind the screen, because it's like the screen's got to be moved out of the way and just get the bloody behind it. Awkward. It'd be great if I could have had hinges or something on that screen, but I got a screen that was a little bit too big. That's okay, I can manage. Yeah, that's frequency sweep's not a problem. I think there is something is slightly resonating in the room if it is played at a very high level. I can't remember where I heard it in the room, but I think no, hang on, wait a second. No, I think I solved it. Yeah, it was one of the speaker grills on the overhead surrounds that were a little bit loose, because they're attached with Velcro to stick them back up, and it was only jittering. It wasn't firmly pressed up, to hold on with Velcro, but I sorted it. Yeah, and that was only rattling because of one of the subs. Let's mute that. Let's turn on one of the overhead surrounds. Well, height 1, height 2. Yeah, I'll just turn that one on and turn that one back on. It's quite a procedure because oh, did I hear a rattle buzzing there? I know what it is. See? It's the grill. It's a good thing you do a rattle test. Yeah, it's the back there. That's all right. A little extra Velcro in there. It's not a problem. Take the grill off. See, I can go up. Hang on. Well, because I moved it a little bit. Now, let me just put this down a bit, huh? Yeah. There we go. Whew. Yeah, maybe I'll put a bit more Velcro on it. That'll solve it. It's very lightweight, this grill. I'm testing elsewhere now. Yeah, I noticed one there rattling. these on firm, because I couldn't screw these on back up, because there's no way to screw them back up, because it's not possible to get the because they unless I modify and drill into the grill. I can drill into the grill at the front, because the 83 the other 8330s, they have their grills fitted on at the front. But with the 8330A, you undo two screws at the back and then two up at the front, and then the grill comes off. So there it is. But all I need to do is put a drill piece maybe through this way and then come out this end, because it'd be a bit difficult to line it up. This is some way there I can see. There's nothing. No. So I could do a hack, drill it from through there, and then got the screws, and I got the screws. Put the light on. And there's the holes there. That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. So just fit the grill back up. Yeah. See how that goes. No, because it's slightly wobbly, because I need to put an extra bit of Velcro on it, maybe on the side. Let's get a bit of extra Velcro. A bit of extra Velcro. Piece there. Piece there. Oh, hang on, what am I doing? Let's cut that bit in half there. And that piece there in half. And I've got two for each side. Yeah. I can almost sense the low frequency in the floor. Must be my imagination. And I grabbed a step ladder. But there's also other things, because there could be fixings in the ceiling that could vibrate, resonant, buzz, rattle and buzz, rattle and hum. Yeah, put that one there. Okay, line these up. It might solve it. Might be a bit tricky. Oh, did the grill go that way, or did I put the grill that way? Oh yeah, I put the grill that way, didn't I? Oh yeah. That there. there. One there. Okay. Plus also the frequency sweep is ideal to determine if the speaker drivers are damaged. Ah, I think that's better. That's an improvement. Yeah. That's better. I knew it would work. I knew it would work. Yeah. So I'll just check the other one out. I need to do that one. So yeah, I'm going to stop the vid because my phone feels like it's going to have a meltdown. These OLED phones and screens, they get really hot. It's not the light, it's the battery on the thing. They get warm. Yeah. So. Oh yeah, because the what's it? Yeah, that's better. Yeah. I'll stop the frequency sweep when the fat lady sings. Alright? Not until the fat lady sings. Yeah. So that's okay. The other one's not rattling as much, but you just turn it up, turn the level up until something rattles. Whether it be the speaker, something inside the speaker box, it could be something inside the speaker box that could be loose. Typically it would be a crossover where the glue comes undone, and you know, it just needs some new glue on it, or hot gluing. Also to check mid-range drivers, high frequencies, or HF horns to align, because they got to be aligned. They're very tricky to align. It's not a case of just put a new diaphragm on a compression driver and then fit it back on. It's how it's fitted back on. It's got to be and with the screws tightening it down. If they're not done right, you can make the HF horn sound like it's missing a lot of high frequency, because it's kind of been squashed or something. It's not centered properly, it's not lined, or you might hear something that sounds like distortion, but it's not really distortion, it's just where the phase plug is not just properly aligned. And yeah, that's a bit fiddly to sort of set up. That's just generally it. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Yeah.